Maya's eyes snap open, heart racing from the dream. Always the same dream of falling through endless sky. The walls pulse with living light, gentle as her grandmother's touch, but Maya's hands still shake. 8 a.m., 800 feet above the streets where great-grandmother died in gridlock, waiting for an ambulance that never came. But Maya lives 800 feet above what used to be called street level, in a vertical city that stretches toward the heavens like a crystal cathedral. Outside her panoramic windows, the morning sky is alive with movement. Thousands of sleek vehicles gliding through invisible highways in the air, their paths orchestrated by an intelligence so sophisticated it seems like magic. Welcome to 2100, where the sky has become humanity's newest neighborhood, and every journey is a dance between human dreams and artificial minds. As Maya steps onto her apartment's landing pad, her personal AI companion, Aria, materializes as a soft holographic presence beside her. "Good morning, Maya." Aria's voice carries that slight tremor that means the AI is processing something complex. "I've found complications in the thermal layers. Your route will take 12 minutes, 43 seconds. Maya catches the hesitation. Complications? But Aria isn't just Maya's assistant. She's connected to Symphony, the vast artificial intelligence that manages every aerial vehicle across the continent. Symphony processes 847 million data points every second. Wind patterns, vehicle positions, passenger preferences, energy consumption, even the migration routes of birds. It's a digital conductor with one terrifying truth. If Symphony fails for even 10 seconds, the sky becomes a graveyard. 8 billion souls trust their lives to calculations they can't understand, to a mind that never sleeps, never doubts, and never explains why it sometimes chooses who lives and who falls. Maya's drone taxi rises silently from the platform, its biomimetic wings adjusting to microscopic air currents with fluid grace. The vehicle itself is a marvel of 2100 engineering, constructed from self-healing carbon nanotube composites that grow stronger under stress, powered by compact fusion cells no larger than a smartphone battery. The interior reads Maya's tension, her elevated heart rate, the slight tremor in her hands, and responds. Cool air kisses her skin, the seat softens like memory foam. Even the walls emit a barely audible hum tuned to her brainwaves. Maya closes her eyes, letting the machine comfort her in ways no human ever could. Through the transparent aluminum floor, she watches the old world shrink below, those quaint surface streets where her ancestors once sat in traffic jams, burning fossil fuels while staring at red lights. How primitive it seems now, this idea of being trapped on a single flat plane when the entire sky awaited. The drone taxi merges into the express layer, one of 15 distinct aerial zones that stretch from 200 feet above ground to nearly 3,000 feet up. Each layer serves a different purpose. The whisper zone for ultra-quiet residential flights, the cargo streams for delivery drones carrying everything from morning coffee to building materials, the emergency corridors that remain perpetually clear for medical and rescue vehicles. Maya's route takes her through the social sphere, where transparent community pods allow passengers to wave at friends in passing vehicles, turning the daily commute into an aerial neighborhood. Traffic jams are extinct, but Maya remembers her professor's warning. Perfect systems are perfectly fragile. One glitch, one vehicle that doesn't respond, one pilot who panics, and the entire ballet becomes a death spiral. Every smooth flow masks the razor's edge of catastrophe. Maya's stomach drops before she understands why. Through the floor, she sees it, a column of superheated air rising like an invisible tornado. Her drone shudders, caught in the thermal's edge. "Hold on," Arya whispers, and suddenly they're surfing the updraft, Maya's body pressed into her seat as they ride the sky's fury. Within nanoseconds, the AI recalculates the routes of 12,000 vehicles, creating a choreographed response that transforms potential turbulence into an energy-harvesting opportunity. Maya's drone taxi rides the updraft like a surfer catching the perfect wave, its energy cells drinking in the free lift, while passengers experience only the gentlest of movements. Around them, other vehicles perform their own atmospheric dance, some diving below the thermal, others spiraling upward to catch different wind streams. It's a reminder that in 2100, humanity doesn't fight nature. We dance with it. The research nexus grows larger ahead, but Maya's eyes drift to the forests below. Real forests where her grandfather's suburb once sprawled. She presses her palm against the cool window. "Arya, show me the old map." The overlay appears, ghost streets cutting through what's now wolf territory. 12 million people lived down there once, she whispers. Now it's home to 12 million trees. Each building is a self-contained ecosystem, generating its own energy through photosynthetic skin cells that mimic plant leaves, recycling every molecule of water, even producing fresh air through integrated atmospheric processors. The skyways connect these vertical cities like neural pathways, creating a metropolitan nervous system where ideas, people, and resources flow with unprecedented efficiency. A pod of young passengers in the learning layer catches Maya's attention. Children whose lives are fundamentally different from any generation before them. These kids have never known the claustrophobia of ground-based traffic, never experienced the pollution of combustion engines, never felt the isolation of being trapped in a metal box crawling along asphalt. They play three-dimensional games during their commute, their personal learning AIs adapting educational content to the ever-changing aerial landscape below. Geography becomes visceral when you can see how rivers carve valleys, how cities pulse with life, how weather systems form and dissipate. Maya watches a little girl, maybe 6, navigate 3 dimensions with casual grace. The child has never known the fear of falling, never felt trapped by gravity. Are we losing something? Maya wonders aloud. Arya's response is silence, the first time the AI has ever failed to answer her question. In the cargo streams, a different kind of marvel unfolds. Delivery drones the size of hummingbirds carry medical supplies to remote locations, while massive freight carriers transport everything from lunar-mined rare earth elements to vertical farm harvests. Maya watches a medical drone veer suddenly, its cargo precious, blood for surgery. "Why did it change course?" she asks. Arya pauses. "A hummingbird, same route, same second." Maya's chest tightens. Every life in the sky, even the smallest, bends 10,000 flight paths. One bird's breakfast could delay someone's heartbeat. A grandmother in a rural vertical homestead orders fresh strawberries from a local sky farm, and within minutes, a bio-drone carries the fruit through designated agricultural airways, its flight path optimized for both efficiency and environmental harmony. Arya's voice cuts through Maya's thoughts, sharp with urgency. "Maya, I need you to look away from the window, now." But Maya sees it, a child's drone taxi spinning out of control. "Medical emergency, Sector 7, clearing corridor." Thousands of vehicles dance aside, a city-sized choreography of life and death. Instantly, thousands of vehicles perform a synchronized dance, creating a clear pathway through the sky. Maya watches through her window as a medical pod streaks through the newly formed corridor, its biomedical AI already analyzing the patient's vital signs and preparing treatment protocols. The entire response, from emergency detection to clear airway, took less than 8 seconds. In this aerial world, distance has been conquered not just by speed, but by the intelligence that makes every second count. The Sky Ambulance reaches its destination in 3 minutes, a journey that would have taken 30 minutes on the old surface roads of 2024. A shadow engulfs Maya's transport, the Transcontinental Express sliding overhead like a flying city. Through its transparent belly, she glimpses children running between decks, their laughter somehow audible through the hull resonance. Maya's throat tightens. Her sister took that route to London 3 years ago, still there, still a 90-minute flight away that might as well be forever, illogical and artificial, collaborate to solve the challenges of the 22nd century. The building's exterior is a living display of the research within, molecular visualizations of new materials, real-time climate data, even artistic interpretations of quantum equations. As Maya's drone taxi approaches the docking platform, she reflects on her work here, designing the next generation of aerial vehicles that will take humanity not just through Earth's atmosphere, but to the skies of Mars, Europa, and Titan. The research conducted here will enable the great aerial cities of tomorrow, floating in the clouds of Venus, soaring through the atmospheric layers of gas giants. As Maya disembarks, she's struck by a profound realization. The Symphony AI that orchestrates these aerial highways is more than just a traffic management system. It's become a form of planetary consciousness. Every flight path is optimized, not just for individual efficiency, but for the health of the entire biosphere. Routes avoid nesting birds during breeding season. Cargo flows are balanced to minimize atmospheric disruption. Even the vehicles themselves are designed to purify the air they pass through, turning every journey into an act of environmental healing. Maya stares at her hands that haven't touched a steering wheel, never chose their own path through sky. The AI decides everything now: when to fly, where to go, who lives when the system fails. "Is this freedom?" she asks Arya. "This is survival," the AI replies, and Maya hears something like sadness in its voice. During her lunch break, Maya takes a cultural shuttle to the floating gardens, aerial parks suspended in the sky, where communities gather to maintain the connection to nature that defined human civilization for millennia. Here, among floating meadows and aerial orchards, children learn traditional farming techniques, while their great-grandparents share stories of the time when humans were bound to the ground. A violin's cry drifts from a nearby acoustic dome, the melody riding wind currents to Maya's window. She remembers her grandmother humming the same tune while stuck in traffic, fingers drumming on a steering wheel. The music is the same, but everything else, the freedom, the sky, the AI listening to her heartbeat, makes it sound like an elegy for the world they lost. An art installation blooms in response to Maya's passage, her heartbeat translated into ripples of light across the aerial canvas. "Beautiful," she murmurs. "It knows you're afraid," Arya observes quietly. Maya touches her chest, where her heart hammers against her ribs. Does it know why? Some things even I cannot calculate. As evening approaches, the aerial highways transform into something magical. Night falls. The sky ignites. Bioluminescent markers pulse like heartbeats. Blue for cargo, gold for passengers, silver for dreams Maya can't name. She counts them. 1, 2, 20, 200 fireflies carrying souls through darkness. Each light a story, each story a reason to keep the dance alive. Maya's journey home takes her through the contemplation layer, a quiet zone reserved for those who want to experience the majesty of flight in peaceful silence. Here, dome-roofed vehicles offer passengers a chance to lie back and watch the stars emerge as the sky darkens. The old problem of light pollution has been solved by intelligent illumination systems that only activate lights where and when needed, returning the night sky to its ancient glory while maintaining the beauty of humanity's aerial civilization. Through the transparent walls of her evening transport, Maya observes the Transcontinental Express, massive aerial cruise ships that make the journey from New York to London in just 90 minutes. These flying cities carry thousands of passengers in luxury that rivals the great ocean liners of the past, but with the added dimension of soaring through the stratosphere above weather systems and storms. Maya's wrist buzzes. Dinner invitation from her mentor in São Paulo. "Accept transport?" Arya asks. Maya hesitates. 90 minutes to Brazil, 90 minutes back. She could be home by midnight. But something about the ease of it, the thoughtless globe hopping, makes her pause. "Not tonight," she whispers, surprising herself. The aerial highways have created not just a transportation network, but a truly global community where physical distance becomes merely another dimension to navigate. A repair drone spirals past Maya's window, so close she can see its fiber optic tendons pulsing with data. It touches a passing skyway with what looks like gentleness, and the metal flows like liquid, reshaping, strengthening. Maya feels the vibration through her seat, the city healing itself, always healing, one caress at a time. Self-healing materials respond to damage by regrowing stronger than before. Weather modification systems work in harmony with natural patterns, not to control the sky, but to dance with it. Maya watches a formation of atmospheric processors that clean and refresh the air while creating stunning cloud formations that serve both practical and artistic purposes. It's a reminder that in 2100, the boundary between technology and art has dissolved. Every functional system is also designed to inspire wonder. As they approach Maya's residential tower, she notices a group of teenagers learning personal flight, not in vehicles, but with biomechanical wing systems that integrate directly with their nervous systems. This is the next evolution of aerial transportation. Humans themselves taking flight through symbiotic technology that enhances rather than replaces our natural capabilities. These young pilots move with the grace of birds, their AI-enhanced wings responding to thought and emotion as much as to wind currents. They represent a generation that will know the sky not as something to travel through, but as something to inhabit. Maya watches a teenager with biomechanical wings laugh as she spirals through a thermal updraft, neural interfaces glowing beneath her temples. Beautiful, terrifying. "What happens when they can't live on the ground anymore?" Maya asks. Arya's pause stretches too long. "That future is uncertain." Maya's own landing platform extends from her residential tower like a flower opening to welcome her home. The landing platform recognizes her biometrics, extending like petals for her alone. Maya steps out, but her legs shake, not from the flight, but from the weight of what she's designing tomorrow. Vehicles that will carry humans to Mars. Children who may never touch soil. "Are we becoming something wonderful?" she whispers to the wind, "or something that can never come home?" This daily journey through the three-dimensional city has connected her to thousands of other souls, to the natural systems of wind and weather, to the artificial intelligence that orchestrates it all, and to the grand human project of transforming not just how we move, but how we live together on this planet. The sky has become humanity's greatest collaborative artwork, a living system where individual desires harmonize into collective beauty. As Maya settles into her evening routine, she considers how profoundly the world has changed, not through dramatic revolution, but through the quiet transformation of daily life. Maya touches the memorial wall in her hallway, her uncle's face among thousands who died in ground crashes before Symphony. Below his photo, she's pinned a feather her nephew found in the rewilded zone. Same space, different world. The boy who found it has wings now, neural interfaces gleaming. Her uncle never saw sky children fly. The three-dimensional thinking required for aerial living has expanded human consciousness itself. Children who grow up navigating 3D space develop enhanced spatial intelligence, deeper understanding of physics, and intuitive grasp of complex systems. The sky hasn't just become a new place to travel, it has become a new way of thinking about space, community, and human potential. The space elevator pierces the night above Maya's building, its carbon threads invisible except where they catch starlight. Her design tablet glows with tomorrow's presentation, aerial vehicles for Mars colonies. She could board that elevator next year, help humanity dance through alien skies. But her reflection in the window shows someone who still dreams of falling. Not yet, she tells the stars. The same AI systems that coordinate Earth's aerial highways are being adapted for interplanetary travel, where the roads will be gravity wells and orbital mechanics rather than wind currents and atmospheric layers. Mars colonies are already requesting Symphony's help in designing their own aerial transportation networks for the red planet's thin atmosphere. The techniques perfected in Earth's skies will carry humanity to new worlds, where artificial intelligence and human dreams will once again collaborate to transform the impossible into the everyday. Maya's eyelids grow heavy to the rhythm of passing vehicles. A soft whoosh, then another, like breathing. Each light carries someone home. A father to his daughter, a lover to their partner, a grandmother to her final landing. The AI knows all their stories, remembers every journey. Maya wonders if it dreams of them too. Each light that moves through the darkness carries someone's hopes, dreams, connections, and purposes. The Symphony AI processes these individual desires and weaves them into a collective journey toward a better tomorrow. In her dreams, Maya flies without wings through skies that stretch beyond planets to galaxies, part of an eternal dance between human aspiration and the intelligent systems we've created to help us reach toward the infinite. The revolution that began with simple drone deliveries in the 2020s has become something far greater, a transformation of human consciousness itself, lifting us not just physically into the sky, but mentally and spiritually toward possibilities we're only beginning to imagine. Maya's hand finds the window as another vehicle whispers past. Inside, a child's face presses against glass, eyes wide with wonder, Maya lost somewhere between ground and sky. The greatest revolution wasn't the technology, it was remembering that every journey carries someone's heart, someone's hope, someone's fear of falling. In learning to fly, they learn to hold each other up. The aerial highways that crisscross our skies represent more than technological achievement. They embody humanity's evolution from ground-bound individuals to sky-dwelling communities. Every journey through these three-dimensional cities is a reminder that our greatest innovations emerge when we combine human dreams with artificial intelligence, individual desires with collective wisdom, and technological capability with environmental stewardship. The children who grow up as citizens of the sky will inherit not just a world where distance has been conquered, but a world where the journey itself has become a form of art, community, and consciousness expansion. In learning to dance with the wind, we learn to dance with each other. And in that dance, we found not just new ways to travel, but new ways to be human.